Hello, everybody. My name is Duke. Welcome, and thank you for watching. Appreciate you all. On this channel, I talk about health and really how I'm just trying my best to attain it at all levels, whether that be physical, spiritual, financial, relationally, or mentally. I was struggling mentally to come up with that. So guess we need work. But anyways, if that's of interest to you, then and I say something that you find compelling, then please feel free to hit the like button, and maybe if you're feeling extra fancy, to hit the subscribe button today. I really appreciate it. And let's get started. So one of the first videos I made on my YouTube channel, it just so happens to be the most viewed video on my YouTube channel at this time, is about how I quit caffeine cold turkey. How I quit caffeine cold turkey. And at the time that I made the video, I was like 2 weeks in to this journey of not drinking caffeine. And I had been drinking caffeine fairly regularly since I was like 12 or 13. And I really didn't realize it until that time. But things have changed lately. I made another video about 3 months later about how I had relapsed. I had made it about a full 3 months before I was sitting down and having to very quickly comprehend new concepts and quickly produce work of a high quality. And I felt so distracted without stimulant drugs that I was so used to taking for so long that I went and I grabbed a cup of coffee and I drank it and instantly produced the work that I needed to within 15 minutes. Isn't that fascinating? When I was a kid, I was diagnosed with ADHD and was given drugs, but never took them regularly, only sporadically when I would have like a deadline or a test or something. Never took them regularly like I was supposed to, because I don't believe in that. But something that I learned about myself through not taking caffeine, there were so many benefits of that, but I also was extremely distracted. So I started drinking caffeine again, and of course, that was a slippery slope. I got to the point where just a week or two ago, I was drinking up to 900 milligrams of caffeine per day. 900 milligrams of caffeine per day. I went from quitting cold turkey to not consuming caffeine for 3 months to drinking 900 milligrams on a daily basis. Wow. Man, what a steep fall. And that's like the whole reason I drank a cup of coffee was to focus. But I really do think that I have an addictive personality. I do. I use that addictive personality for a lot of good in my life. But sometimes it rears its ugly head. It used to a lot more, but sometimes, it does. And I do my best to control it. But definitely went down a very steep path, drinking 900 milligrams a day. In fact, the maximum recommended amount of caffeine per day is 400 per the FDA, just as some reference there. So, not good. We're talking multiple energy drinks, multiple coffees per day. And, I talked about it in that video. The way that caffeine works is it suppresses the, processes in your brain that allow you to feel tired and go to sleep. It artificially suppresses what makes you feel tired. It doesn't actually make you not tired. It just makes you believe that you aren't tired. But for someone like me, who now I didn't used to believe that I had this condition. I do have this condition. I will not let it debilitate me, and I will not rely on substances to get over it. But for someone like me, I think it's much more than staying awake. Throughout this whole time of just over consuming it. I've never felt like I needed it to stay awake. I just couldn't stop drinking it. Almost like it's just straight up addiction. Like I just want to do it and I just want to keep drinking it. And it's not like it's making me feel better. It's just a habit. So where do we go from here? Well, I'm definitely a very extreme personality in that I'll either be like, yeah, cold turkey, nothing, or all in 900 milligrams a day. I am so extreme. And something that I'm really trying to do is have a healthy relationship with things that do have a practical purpose. I do see the benefit in drinking caffeine. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give it one more fair shake before I kick it out of my life forever. And that is, I'm trying to actually have a healthy relationship with it instead of just be addicted to it. And I've been successful at that the last couple of days. And the reason for that is my wife and I, we decided that we're going to run a marathon in about 9 months, a little less than 9 months. We're running a marathon. And that's going to require a very rigid schedule, training, a very rigid schedule to allow for the training to make that a possibility. So I've had to, by necessity, cut back the amount of caffeine I'm drinking and not drink any in the afternoon. And so far, it's worked like a charm. My sleep recording, I have this Apple Watch that I've been using now. In prior videos, I've talked about a Fitbit. I've been using this Apple Watch. My sleep scores have been very good. They've been very good. So I'm just adjusting stuff on the screen there. Sleep has been very good since I've been doing this. So why am I sharing this? Well, I think it's only fair and to hold myself accountable when I post something to the internet talking about, I been quit caffeine, everything, that I keep the people who are paying attention updated on how that's going. The fact of the matter is that I learned a lot about myself from quitting caffeine, and there were a lot of benefits to that. The exact benefits that I talked about. Feeling life as it is without any alteration. However, I also learned something about myself that I didn't want to believe, that this ADHD that I have been diagnosed with, I refuse to believe in that. But what I realized was I was just self-medicating all along. I said, I don't need that medication, when all along I was medicating. When that went away, I realized just how debilitating that actually was. I was so distracted by so many things, finding it so hard to focus, drank the caffeine, and it immediately helped. So moving forward, I'm on a quest to have balance in my life in more ways than one, but definitely in this way. So I'm on a quest. It's a work in progress. And for those of you out there that are interested in this journey and watching, I appreciate you. For those of you just passing by, I appreciate you as well. And I will keep everybody updated on that as we go along, as well as how this marathon is going. I've done 4 days of training now. The first 2, I've set a crazy, seemingly unattainable goal for me. I want to run a sub 3-hour marathon. That is a sub 7-minute mile pace the whole time. For those out there doing the math, the first 2 days of training, I got on the treadmill, walked for like 5 minutes, and then ran at that pace for 5 the first day, then 10 minutes the second day, and then walked another 5 minutes, then ran. And the third day, I woke up in so much pain, I tweaked something in my neck. So the last couple of days, I've just been relegated to an hour on the stair stepper, keeping it high intensity. But this marathon, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And there's going to be content about it that I'm not at liberty to completely share yet. But that is driving some of my behavioral change lately, is going for this marathon. I'm very excited about it. So that's happening. My wife and I think I've talked about this in the recent episode, but my wife and I we have a podcast, and we talk about, things we're doing in our relationship to stay sharp and to stay at the top of our game. So if you're into, couples out there that are into that kind of stuff, please watch that and support that. We have so much fun recording those episodes, just like I have fun recording these videos, and we love all of our listeners and everybody else. So check that out. I'll put the link in the description, and I hope everyone out there is killing it, crushing their goals. If you have questions about anything, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to chat with my, listeners. And hope everybody has a good week out there and crushes it. Until next time, I'm Duke, signing off. All right, see ya.